Hey, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My name is Misty, and I will be your tarot reader for January 2020. At least in this video, I will be. I know how you guys like to flirt around and look at every single tarot reader or reader out there. We're also going to look at the Saturn-Pluto conjunct, look at some of this astrology as well. It's not a super long video, but I think it's really important to talk about what's happening in your 3rd and your 9th houses this month, because that is where this big focus, this big shift is taking place for you guys. So we will get into that. And I actually want to start with this deck. I was all excited. Good thing all excited. Started doing the tarot already, but let's start here. That's one of them. Okay. Well, I see you guys letting go of something. You know, this Saturn-Pluto is right here in this 3rd house, which is all around your mental patterns, some destructive patterns that you've had, and you're really letting that go. Really, really letting that go. And I see some new, fresh energy coming in, some action coming in as well. That one's coming out. And this one's coming out. And I guess that one too. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing some, okay, so we're starting with just seeing some letting go, just some of the dualities. There's really a light that comes in to bring in some balance in this destructive thinking that you've had going on in your 3rd house. This is a pattern that's a 35 to 37 year pattern that's going on. So there's some really, really deep work that's happening here. Really deep work that's happening. And this isn't necessarily how I see the month starting out. I see the month starting out more with action and action needing to take place around your finances. And here there's, whether it's a new project or you doing a budget for the first time or anything like that, but also sometimes these finances and this sort of energy comes out in the aspect of, you know, what is your self-worth? And what does that look like? Because sometimes you might be a little bit low on yourself and not seeing things all the way. You're going to see that some of the ways that you have been feeling or that you have been thinking have been limiting yourself. And so some of you might really, and there's going to be a lot of work that takes place right there. A lot of work that takes place right there within yourself too, and your own self-esteem. And there's a lot of emotions that are going to come up too that are around that for healing, around your self-worth and your self-esteem, Scorpio. I'm really actually excited for you this month and all of the shifts that are really taking place for you, because there's a lot of action energy. There's a lot of moving forward, a lot of you actually doing something. And all of these different areas where you have been putting your energy into, and all of this adaptability really starts to get some movement forward. So I also see that around this eclipse takes place in your 9th house. And then on the other side, there's this like 3rd house party of the Saturn-Pluto conjunct. But in this 9th house, it's all about you exploring new horizons, you looking to the future and seeing what you want to do. Some of you might be planning a trip or planning on doing something. And some of you might be having a lover come in by the end of the month. Jumping all around. We're going to come back to that. Yeah, or at least a deep connection, and deeper than you've been able to have because of some of the restrictive ways that this mental energy has been running through you, has been causing some heartache for you and really causing even some self-esteem issues as well, it looks like. But there is a surprise that's coming, a really big surprise that's coming, a really big breakthrough that's coming as well. That's going to be really good. And, you know, here you are, you know, really being gentle with yourself, really working on yourself in this gentle way. So you're both people here. You got if you can see it, but see how she's like slowly closing his mouth? That's you. You're both here. So that's you slowly working on yourself, slowly closing your mouth there, really being gentle with yourself and really exploring these areas that have been going on. Some of you might be looking at a spiritual quest or something like that coming in, some sort of new horizon, but there's some passive aggressive energy here. I mean, Yeah, I mean, and I see this coming in a little bit later. So really needing to focus your energy here. So what really needs to change here for them to really help them get the most out of the Saturn-Pluto that's taking place in their third house? I'm sorry, ninth? Yeah, third house, yeah. Yeah, this is deep subconscious work. Deep, deep, deep subconscious work. And it's really going to give you a brand new way of thinking and looking at the world. Be ready for a whole new reset, a whole new rules, whole new ways of looking at things, and seeing that the way the people that you hang out with, really the way that they affect these subconscious patternings and these subconscious thinkings. But I also see good people coming in your life as you begin to release this. That looks really good towards the end of the month. I see a reunion with some of your old friends as things transform. And I possibly see for some of you a real romance coming in, or a soulmate. I mean, and this could even be just somebody that you're a soul friend with, that you have this deep bond with, that all of a sudden your heart is more open. And I mean, you're getting this in both places, and opening up of your creativity as well. But it's like all of a sudden you're more open, and it allows you to really reunite with people, really open with people, really be more creative and loving and nurturing with people. There's this huge transformation. Maybe somebody that's a Taurus. For some reason I'm getting a Taurus coming in, but I do see a huge transformation for some of you. This could be actually moving homes, moving to a different location. I mean, this is after the Saturn-Pluto conjunct. This new moon takes place in your 4th house. So you're moving out of the 3rd, you're going into the 4th house. And this is really where that shift starts to take place. So, you know, how will you change your environment? How will you change your home life? You know, are you moving? Somebody's moving country, somebody's moving state. You know, some of you just might be right down the road. Something like that. Some of the transformations and some of the relationships around this Saturn-Pluto, some of them might be a little bit difficult for you to deal with because you are so fixed. You're so fixed in the mental pattern sometimes, Scorpio, that these changes are, you know, a little rough for you at times. So, and that could be causing a little bit of the heartache that you have going on as well. This is the Sovereign Oracle deck. I really love this little itty cards. Okay. One more. Scorpio, January 2020. Scorpio, wow. January 2020. I mean, all of this is taking place in Capricorn, you know. So there's all of this is like the Earth realm is saying, you must be consistent. You must be here. You must be really, really, really here. You must really, really unlock to your next level. What's so interesting, these 2 cards that popped out, this is like a 96 card deck. The 2 cards that popped out are the same 2 that popped out in Libra. And they're saying, you know, explore self-care rituals, explore that sort of thing. See areas where you're already an expert at and lean into that expertise that you already have in those spaces. You know, really do the nurturing, the loving thing for yourself. There's this opening of creativity. It's really, really beautiful, really, really beautiful. And you're going to be living in something of a paradox. I mean, you're going to see many different, you know, different things, you know, and you're going to be releasing old processes, old mental pattern, old processes. This is what needs to be let go of by you, you know, and give, you know, rushing's only going to delay things for you. Trying to push things forward to have a change is only really going to delay things further in the end. So just slow down and allow the process, but also allow the time and the space. Don't allow the process, but also allow yourself to let go of processes that no longer work for you. Deep down, there is some sort of organization for you, whether it's literally or metaphorically. There's some sort of, I'm seeing it more in the subconscious. There's some sort of organization, and it's time for you to start taking command and aim for your desired result. you will find the right sequence, but you don't have to be a perfectionist. But look for the right sequence to really take you there. For everybody, whatever I'm speaking to, if I'm speaking to you, you're gonna know it. This is general, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I feel like I'm all over the place in this reading. That's totally fine. I'm gonna allow it to just keep flowing the way it is. It's important for you to let yourself be a sacred rebel. Like, you are a rebel. You are different than the people around you. You are on the fringes of some things. And so let yourself release the need to make other people comfortable. Release the need to do that. Allow yourself to be the sacred rebel, to be a little bit different, to be who you are, and weave in an unusual element. Bringing your gifts together. Legitimize yourself. This is an incorporation, a making of alchemy, of turning base metals into gold. You're bringing in something that has been pushed aside. You're bringing it in to like really legitimize your full self, your full self. And what is really going to help you this month is gratitude. So notice where your support is. Notice who your supports are. And appreciate your own willingness to show up and do the work. Show gratitude for yourself. I mean, here's these self-worth issues. Here's these areas where you've been talking down to yourself, or like having these issues with yourself. So appreciate your own willingness to show up and to actually do the work. Give thanks for all that is coming your way, all of the help that you have received. Continue to live in a space of gratitude, because this is where your transformation takes place, is actually in this space of gratitude. I mean, it's really, really beautiful. I mean, if anybody could do the most with positive affirmations and positive affirmational work this month, it's you guys. I mean, for sure. I mean, with this third house taking place and all this stuff in this mental thing that's like getting totally cleared out and busted through and becoming brand new. I mean, these positive affirmations can rework your subconscious, but Capricorn is saying you have to show up to do the work. Capricorn is being very, very clear here. Capricorn's like, you must show up to do the work. You must show up to do the work. And yeah, I think that that's really, really important for you guys. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Anything else for my beautiful, intense, powerful Scorpios? Golly, if you guys aren't getting the same as Libra, I mean, just wow. Again, we're getting the counselor. Some of you might need a counselor. Some of you might have a counselor. Some of you might be a counselor, but realizing that that energy is around you, and to give good counsel. But also, I think with you guys going through breaking the destructive mental patterns, don't be afraid to seek professional help if you have not sought it already. That you would benefit greatly, especially if you only did it for the month of January. I mean, I had an issue from stuff that happened in my childhood, and I had a counselor for like 3 months. Totally helpful. Super helpful in my life. So yeah, I mean, and I did like betterhelp.com. This is not an ad, okay? Like, I don't know. I'm brand new at this. I don't even have enough followers to do an ad. But yeah, but for real, that really, really helped me. Really, really helped me. And so it's time for you to cut the cords. It's time, these attachments that come from fear. There's some destructive patterns and attachments, and a lot of it comes from fear. It's so interesting. Like the fear of facing something, you know? It is safe for you to take charge of these. It's safe for you to begin to cut these cords and to let them go. Really, really, this is about your solar plexus and strengthening your will, strengthening your solar plexus. I think that's so important for you. And again, I'm going to go back to cutting these cords and continue to do cord cutting work and clearing the mental patterns that are around you, clearing them off of you, to allow you to really come into your own, really come into creating a new mental structure and a new pattern of ways of thinking. It's so powerful. And you are being protected through the situation. You are being guided through the situation, even as a passive aggressive energy is there, even as choppy and as frictionless as it can be. This is a blessing. There is a blessing here. There's so much of a blessing here if you will allow yourself to open up and to receive it. Yeah, and to do the work. It's not just you opening up opening up to receive it. Capricorn demands you do the work in this mental energy field. I mean, this is a very old cycle. You have a huge level up here if you get it. So, okay, Scorpio friends, thank you so much. And my name is Misty. If you want to book a personal reading, all that stuff's down here. I also have some cool events going on. You guys are awesome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, give me some feedback, leave me a comment, tell me how crazy I was and all over the place I was. Okay, now I'm just dragging it on. All right, guys, I will see you later. Bye.